Hello, hello, hello. So I was sitting here doing some meditation, and I'll back up a little just so you can, yeah. I was sitting here doing some meditation, and I was also, looking at my vision board, it's kind of how I wake up every day, right? I even have, if you know who Wallace D. Waddles is, um, or The Science of Getting Rich, which is less about money and more about vibration and how you live in the world and who you surround yourself with. It's about abundance in general, right? So we think about rich as always, money, 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 but there's a lot of people who are very broke that have a lot of money. So we know that's a real thing, right? And I was sitting here doing my meditation, thinking and visualizing different aspects of my life. And I use my alarm in the morning. It's me repeating the mantra that comes out of The Science of Getting Rich. So if you ever read that book or get your hands on it, there's a mantra at the end of most chapters. It's called the thinking stuff. There's the thinking stuff from which all things are made. So if you ever read it, you'll see it. And so I recorded myself saying it, and I use it as my ringer and my alarm. And it does remind me every morning. It's like, oh yeah, there's a thinking stuff. Feel the space with the type of energy that you want to live in, right? So today I was thinking about being a conductor. Being an amazing conductor is so important. So I was thinking about how sometimes people look at when certain people are successful that they were somehow given that success, or they're not doing anything special and anyone could have had the same success. It's a little bit true, but it's a little bit not. The goal that I believe we have in life is to be such an amazing conductor that, like, when lightning strikes, it has no choice but to strike you. That energy has no choice but to find you, because you are such an amazing conductor of this powerful energy, whether it be abundance, romance, love, freedom, peace, um, anything you can think of, right? I think that is always the goal. It's like, even when you don't see or you don't have actual proof that something is happening or something is improving. I was listening to one of the people I like to listen to ask questions in the audience, and people were asking questions, about how they should move around in life and how they should accomplish certain goals and stuff like that. And she was telling them that even when you're not quite ready, or even when you feel like you're not ready to see what it is you believe you want in your life, your goal should be always to get ready. Get ready to receive it. Get ready, get open, be prepared, get ready to allow and receive things to come your way. And when I woke up, you know how you're in that half state, it was half dream and half sleep. But it's kind of like you're making the dream a little bit, but the dream is also carrying you. It's like that half and half point that you might wake up into some mornings. I do it often because I don't normally get up to alarm clocks. So I usually get up when I'm ready to get up and start my day. That's why I love homeschooling, and that's why I love working from home most of the time, because there's no set time for me to be out of the bed. Funny enough, I'm usually up around 8 or 7, something like that in the morning. But I was noticing someone was saying in the half dream that someone was struck by lightning, right? And then one of the kids in the room said, well, they must have been an excellent conductor. And I was like, wow, I took that out of that little morning hazy dream and brought it into my, present morning reality, and was thinking, like, that is so true. Like, if electricity or this energy or this powerful surge that you're looking to happen in your life needs an avenue to go through, it's not going to go through anywhere that's going to not be conducive to its travel. If areas that are not conducive to its travel actually receive the energy, it actually explodes, or it actually has an adverse effect. And you could look at something like when I used to live in my old house. It was very, very old, right? Everything was old, the electrical wiring, everything. And so it was built like in the 1960s or something. And everything was old. The air conditioning unit, the heating, the gas, the windows, everything always needed to be changed, because it's just, 40 years of use, it's going to need to be updated at some point, and everything needs to be updated on the older house. So I was sitting in there one day, and I went on a trip, a vacation somewhere, I forget, out of the country. And I got a call saying that a tree had fallen on my, a tree had struck a lightning had struck one of the trees in a neighbor's backyard and it fallen on my electrical wiring. What happened was there was a surge of electricity and energy that went through my house that the wiring that I currently had couldn't handle. So what happened was a little fire started in the wall, but because it was so cold and so wet, the fire didn't have a chance to grow, which was great. That would have been just too much trouble. It was in the garage though too. But also that surge of electricity ramped through the whole house before it actually shut everything down. What happened was I lost ceiling fans, were powered off. I lost, the children used to play with the Wii game console, that died. Everything electrical that I had plugged into the walls, the refrigerator, some of it even blew up a little around the cable around the wall and just eventually died. And so the biggest reason was not that the energy was coming, it's that the receiver of the energy could not handle what was being received. So you have to remember that if you're seeing somebody conduct and be an excellent conductor for abundance, for, romance, love, peace, the job that they've always wanted, a career that they've been looking forward to, the travel that they like to do, the freedom that they love, just remember that they're receiving those things and it's playing out so poetically and so, what is the word for it? So poetically and with such ease because they were in the mode of ready to receive it. If they were not ready to receive it, that stuff would come right on into their space, cause major contrast and confusion, and it would be gone before they know it. And we can all think of times when we attracted amazing things in our lives, but we weren't ready to receive it. We weren't a good conductor of it, and those amazing things kind of fell by the wayside. So my goal in life is always to now not so much focus on what it is I want, when I'm going to get it, how's it going to happen, no panic around that kind of stuff. I look at my results and I look at the world that I've created and I look at the peace and tranquility and the ease and the freedom that I have that I have moseyed my way into, and I've been an excellent conductor, an excellent person to receive it. My goal is to never get anxious about what's next. It's to always be in that mode of how much of a receiver am I? How conducive am I to this amazing energy? And if that energy was looking for somewhere to play out and to be expanded and to feel space into our world, who would it come through? Who would be ready? And I want to be the person that's ready. So that's always my goal. So anyway, I hope I haven't talked to you too long about my kind of half dream, half sleep state, about being a conductor, being a conducive person to all those amazing and wonderful things that we want to experience in life. And you can't be a conductive person by complaining about what's not there, by looking at other people that have it and complaining that you don't have it because they have it, or looking at yourself as being born with with the short end of the stick, or looking at yourself as not having a childhood that made all these other things possible. You can't get there with that mindset. It just doesn't work that way. Even though you can look at things and say, okay, that was unfair, or this was not right, or this was not, the best human behavior, and I want to call them out on it. But just know that when you spend time calling people out on human behavior that you don't like, you're taking away from the energy and the time and the space and your ability to be a great conductor to receive the stuff that you do want. So what do you want? What do you do? What don't you want? That's always the game that you have to play. It's nice to lament on things that we don't like, but is it going to make you a conductive person for the energy and the beautiful things that you do want? You have to remember that. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. This Sunday is amazing here. My daughters went off to some art class and with their granny, and I'm happy for that. I'm always looking forward to them getting in activities. We found a brand new park yesterday where we played soccer for an hour, which wasn't long enough for the oldest daughter. She's always wanting more playtime outside. And then we went to Baskin Robbins, and I found out that they had lemon ice cream, because I'm not an ice cream person. And on the way in the car, I was like, it would be nice if somebody sold lemon ice cream that tastes like lemon frosting or like lemon cake. And sure enough, I went in there and they had lemon custard, and I couldn't believe it. It was the best tasting ice cream I've ever had in my life. And I never eat ice cream. And so that was a wonderful discovery. Another snippet of synchronicity that popped up. And then we also found a new library yesterday. We went there and we all got a couple of books. I got this one called Failing Up by Leslie Odom Jr. And I'm enjoying it already because I love the idea of not seeing, you know, bumps in the road as failures, but seeing them more as opportunities to move forward and improve and figure out what it is that you want to do better in the future. And so my daughter looked at the title and she's like, "Does that book say failing up?" She says, "Does that mean like you see your failures as something to improve upon and not that it's the end?" I said, "Honey, that is exactly what it means." And another snippet of synchronicity, I went upstairs and immediately I sat down and started reading this book on my bed. And then I read like one chapter and I put it down. I was like, "That's cool, failing up. I love that concept." I turned on the TV. I was watching some sci-fi movie that I've been watching. Immediately within 10 seconds, he's asking one of the girls on the ship, "How did you get on the ship and you're so smart?" And she said, "Well, you know, I think my ability to fail up has always worked for me." This is in a matter of 10 seconds. I was like, "Dang, that's cool. That's not a saying I always hear." So anyway, have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I hope you're experiencing some synchronicity, some beauty, some peace, and some love and tranquility in your life, because life is way too short and too beautiful not to experience those things. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.